All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Wednesday, June 25th, set by the redoubtable Enigmatist. But first, let's have the cryptic clue of the day. All right, yesterday's clue, complaint sent in bowel movement. Well, it's a type of medical complaint, tennis elbow, which is an anagram or movement of sent in bowel. Well done to Bongo, Bling Bong, not to be confused with Thomas, and I'm sure many others of you got that as well. Today, Florida president is obviously reprehensible. 8 letters, Florida president is obviously reprehensible, and the 4th letter is G. All right, let's see what Enigmatist has. B for braiding, basting, backstitch, and blather. That's a lovely clue. I always, when I see a bee as a competition, I think of a spelling bee, but I think we've had clues before where it refers to any gathering of people for a common activity. And I think we've had a sewing bee before. I think, well, backstitch definitely sounds like sewing. I think basting might be putting in like a little lining or something. And then blather, I suppose a lot of gossip would go on at the same time. So not sewing circle, maybe. Let us try it and see if the downs agree with that. If that is right, it's a great one to get. Yeah, I don't, braiding, yeah, I suppose braiding material. All right, openings, perfectly captivating master in it. I think a word for perfectly must surround, I think master could simply be M, or is it like Mr. It has to be MR? Um, but it's a lovely surface suggesting chess, but openings of windows, job openings. What would be a word for perfectly beginning with S? It'd be 6 letters. Superb. I think, no, it must be an ly. I think it must be an adverb. But then if the definition is openings plural, yeah, I'm going to have to come back to that. How are you doing the list of events? Oh, I think if we break it at how are you doing, if you greet somebody and then a list of events, I think it might be what's happening. And it might be a reference. Is there a magazine called What's Happening, like Time Out? Or maybe, yeah, I don't know if it is literal or not. With one's love expressed, appropriate item about to be produced. Oh, I think one's love. Well, yeah, I think expressed might be a subtraction indicator. And so we think of a word for appropriate or appropriate, maybe item as well. And we take out one's, which could be ISO, or maybe even with might be W. That's a lot of letters we're removing. No, that's too much for my little head to get around, I'm afraid. Apple piercer, saving son, William tells father, keeps child's head up. Oh dear. Yeah, that's amazing, but oh, child's head, I think it's simply a C. I'm wondering then, because keeping that up all sounds like wordplay directions to me. So I'm thinking the definition is apple piercer. I'm wondering if it's an incisor. I was thinking of a corer first, but I think it might be one of your teeth. Can I make that work? Saving sun. Oh, that might be putting an S inside. William Tell. I mean, do we have to know who William Tell's father was? Or maybe we break these. William, Bill, Liam, a word for tell. Oh, and the up might be a reversal indicator. Yeah, or maybe it's an apple, but then that leaves so many words for wordplay. I'm going to leave in incisor for now, but I'm very dubious about it. NYC Custom. I'm working with the Greenwich Village Fund. All right, 9-5. NYC Custom is 9, 10, 11. So we would need another 3 letters. Oh, maybe the. And then Greenwich Village Fund. Well, Greenwich Village, of course, the folk revival in the 60s. Greenwich Village Fund. I mean, maybe it's just Greenwich Village as an example for America. Yeah, but can I get anything out of NYC Custom I'm the? Not really. We do have 2 C's to work with. Fund. Commercial bank or something. No, complex, individual, soon to take over the army. Oh, well, enigmatist. Enigma, but no, that's only 6 letters. Complex, individual. Yeah, I'm just wondering if it's soon. A word for soon is going to surround a word for the army. Enforce. What is it? But maybe it's complex. Don't see it. Primate standing out each year. Oh, I think it's going to be a primate. Not monkey. Well, I think it will end in Y for year. But how is standing out? Each can be per or a. Oh, yeah, it can be a. What is standing out, though? No. Dear, oh dear, after a good start, it has come to a grinding halt. But in the cryptic world, this person would be content, or it could be content, but in the cryptic world, not a. Oh, I'm thinking not a happy camper for some reason. Yeah, why would it be that? I suspect it's a clue that once you solve it, the answer reads like a cryptic directions for wordplay. But in the cryptic world, I mean, we have the P and the Y in cryptic, but there's two C's, not a happy camper. And it's a very American expression. I'm not even sure if you have that in Britain. That would put an M in 6 down, which is possible. And then 7 would be E something E. Yeah, I'm going to come back to that one. Partisan seizing a little Japanese US grandchild. That's gas. Where's the definition there? Partisan? No, seizing a sounds like wordplay. The partisan is going to go around a little. Is it a Japanese? Is there a term for Japanese US grandchild? I don't see it. Bomber Harris finally left Low Barracks. Yeah, it might be a bomber. It might be a type of warplane. Harris finally left. Harris finally is the S. Or maybe it's barracks. Oh, and barracks is a verb, isn't it? To shout at somebody is to, do you say barrack? Barrack them. Yeah, tricky, but enjoyable. Patients originally malign agent checked by hospital oxygen. Hospital oxygen, I think, must be the letters HO. So I think patient maybe is the definition. That could be a sick person, or it could be the adjective to be patient. But patients originally could be the P. Yeah, maybe oxygen question mark is the definition, where oxygen is an example of a gas, obviously, but I'm thinking of pathogen, but that would be a malign agent, so the definition would be in the middle. Oh, maybe it's an and lit. Let's put in pathogen and see if we can. Patients originally. Oh, a malign agent is an anagram of agent. Yeah, that's it exactly. And you put the HO inside it. All right. Oh, here's a Paul clue. Boob initially pops out of bra when it splits sides. Oh, well, I'm thinking splitting sides might be R and L on either side. Yeah, so the definition might be boob then, as in an error, I suppose. Clanger pops out of bra. No. Millions peculiarly invested as a gamble. Well, I'm thinking as a gamble might be on spec. Oh, invested is telling us it's a hidden clue. Yeah, within millions peculiarly, we have on spec. Let me continue down this left-hand side. Dragon fighter gets mauled by man-eater, stomach churning. Well, surely the dragon fighter is St. George. Gets. Oh yeah, we have the word gets at the beginning, which is mauled. By a man-eater is an ogre, but its stomach, the inner two letters, are churning around. Clever again. School falling short. Girls accepted undoubtedly. All right, I think it's going to be a phrase that means undoubtedly. Oh, not half, maybe. Great English expression. School falling short. Yeah, I don't get that, but let me put in not half. I think it could be a lot of other words though, not undoubtedly. No, let's try. Her termination at the guillotine ultimately following revolution. Well, I mean, the whole surface suggests Marie Antoinette. I could really go for a piece of cake right now. Her termination. Oh, well, I think we do have an anagram. Yeah, I think it's an anagram of her termin. Oh, no, we don't have an H at the guillotine. Ultimately, I think it's just adding another E. And then I think following revolution is telling us to anagram. Yeah, but what happens to the H in her? Maybe it says termination is 10 letters. E, an extra E. Let's see, we need a total of 2 E's, so we have those. Oh, I think at goes in as well. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm not 100% sure. It's a lot of work, let's face it. Oh, look at this one. Cousins, maybe. Think sisters taking care of William's wife. Oh, well, I take this one personally. I think cousins maybe is the definition, but oh, of course, yeah, when I was young, he was in the news winning Olympic medals, etc. And I would be teased, of course. Everyone would say, "Who are you related to Robin Cousins, the famous figure skater?" Oops, let's try typing it. Ah, of course, I forgot we don't jump to the next word automatically. All right. So maybe think, to figure something is to think it. Sisters, I think, is SR. And of course, William's wife is Kate. All right, let's try 17 down. Old pirate radio station. Well, I used to love Radio Luxembourg, and then we had some great pirate stations in Dublin in the 70s. Maybe it's an old pirate radio station primarily. Oh, that would be R and S. On air, I think, is literally on the word air and south of Columbia. And so a corsair, I think it's the name of a ship, but I think originally, or maybe the ship came first, but I think pirates were called corsairs, if I'm not misremembering. Fairly clever. Oh, I love a good 2-word clue. I just have to think of a word that can mean both. Now, is it fairly as in being fair, or is it quite clever? Nothing jumps out at me. What is it going to be? EAT something, EST. It could end in Y. No. Oh, this looks, if the those are correct. The NK. Feeling swell, yes and no. The only word I can think that fits is beatnik, but there must be other words. Feeling swell. Swell can be a wave, can be a posh person, can mean great in America, although you don't hear it that often nowadays. Yes and no. So I think maybe it's a charade of a word for feeling and a word for swell, but maybe it ends up being a malady, a complaint, if you will. Oh, good Lord, I misspelled Antoinette. Yeah, there's my problem. You all saw it, I'm sure. Antoinette. Yeah, there we go. Now, yeah, I was coming up with an answer. It made me realize my typo or misspelling. Yeah, I think it's seasick. So literally feeling the swell of the ship, well, then you don't feel swell in one way. That's clever. All right. Here's now our New York City custom. I'm working with the Greenwich Village. Oh, yes. So I think it's from Monopoly. And I think it's Community Chest. Now, I don't think I've ever played the New York version of Monopoly. Does it have Greenwich Village? The original was Baltimore, wasn't it? And then when I grew up, I think we first played the London version, and then somebody got the Irish version. We were very proud and patriotic when that came along. Anyway, I will check that at 15 squared. All right, increasingly shrewd politician and author, sign for Advent. I think it may mean increasingly shrewd, but then politician and author, sign for Advent. I just wish that had one or two fewer words in it. Well, I paused to drink my water, and as I was doing that, I ran through the alphabet, came to R, and then I thought of archer. So it's a triple definition, I think. To be arch, I suppose, can be to be shrewd, so archer. Politician and author is Jeffrey Archer, surely, unless there are two different Archers. And then I suppose the zodiac sign for Christmas time is the Archer. Is that Sagittarius or Capricorn? I thought Jesus was a Capricorn. That's a song. Anyway, gentle person acts up, say, extremely odd. Extremely odd might be the outer letters of odd, O and D. Does it end in OD? And so the definition is gentle person, maybe? But I don't know what that would be. That's our fairly clever, still nothing for that. All right, I think I skipped over one or two. A more suitable partner in crime. I think this is going to be a double definition. Yeah, or no, maybe not. But I think to aid and abet. Now, I thought an abettor was spelt with an O, but a more suitable, I think, would be a and better with an E. Um, Aiding and abetting. Yeah, maybe I'm just wrong. I'm going to go ahead and check this one. Yeah, it is with an E. I learned something today. I hope I remember it. Then on the crosses, I think I did all of those. Yeah, I think I've looked at everything once, and thankfully, as the crossword went on, I picked up a bit of stream. Item about to be produced. I mean, nothing would fit, but nursing. Appropriate, I mean, could be something like fitting, matching, item about to be produced. Oh, something like not a nestling, but something like that, maybe? Oh, I do think appropriate or appropriate on its own wouldn't give a G ending. So I'm wondering if it is appropriate item and that's something thing, which would give us an ing ending. Um, yeah, really, nothing is the only word I can think of. But could 10 across end in I? Oh, I think it could. Oh, I think it might be another hidden clue between partisan and seizing. We have Sansai. Now, we all know sensei. Sensei. Let me pause and look up the word sensei. Yes, it is exactly that. It's a grandchild born in the US to Japanese immigrants. So, me living in the US, I should have come across that word, but I don't think I have. I think it's very unlikely that people in Britain have, but of course, you may have seen it in a previous crossword, but surely that's going to be new to a lot of people. So, what's now my openings? Ooh, ending in A. I'm fairly sure of pathogen. Openings perfectly captivating, master in it. For some reason, I'm thinking of the word samsara, and I think maybe because we've had it in the crossword before, and I think it's something to do with mystical teachings, but I don't know how the wordplay would work. Oh, now I am wondering about the old crossword convention that it can either refer to sex or it can refer to sex appeal, SA. So then we do have, maybe we have SA going around the outside, and then something for openings going around M for master. Um, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and check this one rather than blathering on. No, it's not that. All right. But then what are the, but yeah, no idea. Oh, this is looking like not a happy camper, but I don't know why that would be so. Yeah, unless it's just saying in the cryptic world is where everything is reversed, opposite day. Not a happy camper, no. All right, now my openings. Oh, okay. I think now I'm on the lines of it's a medical opening. Yeah, that makes. But then perfectly captivating master in it. Yeah, something like stomata. Oh, what's the openings in the hand that some religious people get? Oh, what is that called? It is like it is begins with S and ends with A. Let me pause and look that up. No, that's stigmata, of course. Oh well, now we do have a nice A there, so it's not nothing. Oh, about to be produced might be nearing. Oh, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. Something like a near thing, and then we remove th now. I don't think that's right. In fact, I'm not very confident that this is the right answer. It is. Yeah, so about to be produced, I think, is nearing with one's love expressed. Yeah, what are we removing there? No. Ooh, here's our primate standing out. Ah, it doesn't end in Y for year. All right, that surprises me. What primate is this? Could be a religious primate. Could be man. Ape man, I think. Primate standing out each year. Oh, we do have PA for per annum at the beginning reversed. Outstanding, maybe. Yeah, we have name and PA, but I don't see how that is working either. That's the story of the day. Uh, Here's our bomber Harris, finally left low barracks. So is it a bomber? Oh, I don't know if the mic picked up that thunder. Um, Barracks. Yeah, maybe that S is Harris finally, and we have to have a bomber. Is there an M1 bomber? So am I miss? Oh yeah, to assail somebody could be to miss something or other, and then left low. Oh, maybe the S leaves a word for low. No. And here's our boob. When it splits sides. Yeah, I mean, it could have end in L. Yeah, don't see it. Has to be probably an A, R-A-I, R-E-I, R-U-I, R-O-I, R-H-I. Now let me pause and just think about what letter could come second. I haven't got anywhere on this one other than to think, could the definition be it splits sides, as in something that is very funny? But I can't think of a word for that. And then what's the when doing? A when can be as, of course. No. Anyway, while I was looking at that, my eyes glanced at gentle person acts up in the letters, and I thought of a pussycat. Someone can be described as a pussycat, and it's an anagram of acts up, say. I think. Well, no, that's 9 letters, so I think for say we only take the odd letters, I think. Oh no, extreme, the extreme letters, and then odd is the anagram indicator. All right. All right, are fairly clever. I'm thinking it might simply be pretty. Fairly pretty. And then clever. I think reading in old books where someone would say, well, that's a pretty reply, meaning that's a clever reply. But I don't think it's a modern meaning of the word, but maybe it is in some parts. All right, I shouldn't put off trying to get my openings perfectly captivating master in it. Oh, there's more thunder. I haven't looked at my complex individual for a while. Soon to take over the army. Oh, is there a word or a prefix for individual soon to take over? Like the something designate, the complex. Is E a complex number and maybe E on its own is complex? Soon to take over the army, no. All right, I think I'm going to have to go to word plays and look. Let me start with my openings. I should have tried the word I thought it might be, which was stomata, and that is correct. Yeah, I think we've had that word before, which is why it came to mind, and it is something medical and gruesome. Anyway, um, yeah, so I think that's that one. Now, what is my Bomber Harris? Finally left low barracks. Now, I think back to word plays for this one. I think it is a type of bomber plane. Was it World War II? Mosquito. Harris finally is the S. Left is quit. And the word for low, as in a cow, moo. Barracks are surrounded. I think we may have seen that word placement before, but very, very tricky. All right, my complex. individual soon to take over the army. Yeah, maybe I need a word for soon, and that's going to take over, TA, territorial army, and then the whole thing will mean a complex individual. Oh, I'm going to pause and think about the second letter. The very first answer was Electra, which I think can be spelled with a K as well. And there's the Oedipus complex, so I presume there's an Electra complex. And the individual soon to take over is elected, the elect, I suppose. And then the army, RA, all right. So just my boob left. Initially pops, so either the B, if there was a B, I think it would have to be there. Of course, I'm not sure about that L. Let me get rid of that. Pops out of bra. Oh, maybe bra when it splits. Maybe we anagram. Oh. Yeah, so maybe we take the B for boob out of bra, leaving RA. And then RA maybe plus it splits the R and the L. I cannot make head nor tail of that one. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and reveal it. Well, I'm very glad I did reveal that one. What the hell is Ratas? No idea. No idea. And there's no B in there. Well, there is RA. And then it. So it's RA, bra minus B. When is as, and it splits both of them. So sides must be the definition, but I don't know in what sense. We will find out, no doubt, at 15 squared. Goodness gracious, that was a very tricky one. All right, let's check all. I think everything else is still there. Did we have a pangram? I don't think so. I didn't see any theme, but is Enigmatist the one that puts these little hidden themes? But I'm not seeing anything there. All right, let's go quickly to 15 squared before the thunderstorm gets worse. All right, the blog is by Peter O. Perhaps not as naughty as Enigmatist can be. Let's see, with someone at the helm who can come up with 14 across Ratas, who can complain? Oh, and it's very hot in Britain, so I hope everyone is staying cool. All right, which ones did I struggle with? Quite a lot. Oh, a cryptic definition. A content. Not a happy camper. I still don't really get it. Hopefully someone in the comments will parse that out a bit. So I think it's saying the answer, not a happy camper, somehow defines content. But to me, I think of a camper as a person who goes camping. Now there are camper vans, etc. Camper can be the thing you sleep in. But to me, that's not exactly the same as a tent. Anyway, there is the sensei. Ah, sides as side dishes. Oh, well, there's my ignorance of gourmet food showing up again. Uh, yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but I'm sure many of you know that and enjoy them, but never heard of it. Yeah, is what type of cuisine? Is it Spanish, Greek? All right. Marie Antoinette. Ah, there is an anagram of termination at plus the guillotine ultimately. Yeah, so the her I think is just a surface word. Anyway, let's see, stomata, yeah, that openings, captivating and in. Oh yeah, master into a-t, in sex appeal, yeah. Oh, to a t, perfectly. Ah, I see that now. What's happening? Just a double definition. Nearing 1 minus the O. Ah, plus a ring appropriate item to express one's love, that is. Very tricky. Incisor, I got that. Oh no, I don't think I did. A reversal of child's head. William Tell's father is Rossini. Oh, come on. Minus an S, saving son. Yes, saving is a very tricky word because it can mean except for, or it can mean goes around. An anagram of Greenwich Village. Oh, maybe there actually is a Greenwich. Maybe that's where the community chest in Monopoly came from. A lot of questions. Name is to out. Ah, plus PA. And a reversal is standing in a downlight means. Oh, I don't think I've come across that before, that just the word standing can mean to reverse. Oh. All right, let's see what people are saying. I had a rather hard time with this. Had to reveal a couple. Bit of a pussycat in the bottom half. Yeah, the bottom half definitely was thankfully a lot closer. A lot easier, I should say. Stomata, last one in. Blather was a bit derogatory. Well, he was trying to think of B words, so. Anyway. Someone on the Guardian thread wanted to put stitch and bitch. All right. Electra complex. Ah, so I suppose they're the opposite of the Oedipus. Yeah, so very, very tricky. Still don't know about community chest. Hopefully someone will explain the Greenwich Village. But I'm not seeing it. Anyway, we can all look that up in our own time. Anyway, thanks as always for watching and have a great day.